Hi guys, and welcome to this video about the cancelled Tomb Raider 4 Gold Edition that you probably aren't aware of, because I wasn't either until a few days ago when I researched quite a bit about Tomb Raider 4 and came across very interesting information that I hadn't heard of before, and I just thought I was going to do a video on it because I have never seen anybody talk about the Tomb Raider 4 Gold thing, and I think it needs to be out there. You probably know if you clicked on this video that there have been gold expansions for Tomb Raider 1, 2, and 3. The ones for Tomb Raider 1 and 2 can be downloaded on the internet for free, if you have the base game, of course. The extra expansion for Tomb Raider 3 is unfortunately only released and available on an extra CD within the Premier Collection, and I don't think it's for PlayStation, I think it's only for the PC. Either way, because of Tomb Raider's 25th anniversary, I've been replaying the classic Tomb Raider games, and I recently replayed Tomb Raider 4 because it's Tomb Raider 4's month. And I also wanted to replay the extra level because Core Design released an extra level called the Times Exclusive level in collaboration with the London Times. And I actually always thought that that was the gold expansion, even though it was pretty short, but yeah, I thought it was just like that was it. But I was actually Googling Tomb Raider 4 Gold and came across this huge chunk of information while I was looking for the Times exclusive level. Either way, what I found out is that they had planned, there is a whole synopsis for a Tomb Raider 4 Gold expansion, which has 6 levels and bonus levels, and the bonus levels are kind of like transitionary levels in between one area to the other, like the train level in Tomb Raider 4, which Lara uses to get to Alexandria. There was supposed to be a train level in this too, I believe. And in the end, was what this gold edition was supposed to be about. It was called the Fountain of Youth, I believe. And I'm going to link everything down below. And the Fountain of Youth was supposed to be like a regenerator of life spirit. Rejuvenating, is that the English word? I don't know. I think there's like some kind of word that means that you're like getting younger. And this fountain was supposed to be found in the Bermuda Triangle. And it was supposed to be also a gateway to a heaven-like state of nirvana, or also referred to here as the true location of Atlantis, so it would have kind of taken us back to the whole story of Tomb Raider 1, which is pretty interesting. And there was also something about ley lines and voodoo stuff, which also takes Lara to New Orleans, where there's stuff about Marie Laveau and other voodoo things. And at some point, she meets a voodoo priest or something called Dr. Yaya, who in the end turns out to be the bad guy, actually. And the levels are all pretty interesting. Lara is supposed to find kind of statues or receptacles, and those statues are generators which work with ancient power to open up this location in the Bermuda Triangle where the Fountain of Youth is then supposed to be. At least that's what I got from skimming through the information here. It also lists all kinds of influences, like level 3, Port Royal is influenced by the Barbary Coast and Pirates of the Caribbean, for example, so those levels are influenced by movies, books, and whatever. There's also something about the conquistadors. Oh my god, I can't pronounce that here. And all of that. And level 4 is pretty interesting because that's called the Golden City. And this level would have been a kind of mirage level, so Lara would be actually in a desert, and the level would shift from a fabulous golden pyramid to a transient mirage which is shimmering in the desert. So it would switch stages. That would have been so cool to see. And once Lara has found the statue, she can then leave the temple and transport it to its actual location. And then she ends up in Dr. Yaya's compound, where she then also finds out that he's the bad guy and all of that. And then the final level, called the Fountain of Youth, starts, which is very interesting again, with her dying. And it's kind of similar to the ending of Tomb Raider 4, to the base game, because it looks like Dr. Yaya has won and Lara is dead, but by some kind of quirk of fate, her body is then swept into this vortex, into the Fountain of Youth, and one of two things would happen. So she would emerge as the young Lara, and she would win the day, discover the secret of true Atlantis, so it would also kind of finish up the story of Tomb Raider 1, it seems, and then become older Lara again. Or she would end the game as a young Lara and she would be reinvented, so it would kind of be a reboot already, and she has plenty of time left for further adventures. So either way, they were also trying to kill her off in the expansion game. So that actually confirms to me that they have already been planning those gold expansions while developing the base games, because it wouldn't make sense for them to let Lara die at the end of Tomb Raider 4 and then kill her off again in the gold expansion. So I believe that the ending to Tomb Raider 4 would have been very different if they had started development on this gold expansion, because they wouldn't have killed her off in the base game if the gold expansion would kill her off. And it also kind of confirms that those gold expansions definitely are canon, because if they had reinvented Lara at the end of this level, and it would have meant a huge change for the series, like Tomb Raider Chronicles probably wouldn't have happened the way it did, and Tomb Raider the Angel of Darkness might have been different as well if they had gone with this concept. It's all very, very interesting. I'm going to link everything down below. The only thing I'm asking is, because there have been like continuations of Tomb Raider the Angel of Darkness, and there have been remakes of Tomb Raider 1 and 2 with the Tomb Raider level editors, I am questioning if anybody has ever tried coming up with a level editor version of this expansion. It would be really cool. So if anybody knows anything about that, please leave it in the comments, because I would love to know if anybody created levels based on this synopsis. And the only reason we actually have this is because Phil Campbell, a level designer, published his portfolio on the internet at some point, and this whole synopsis was in there. So I'm going to link all of that down below in the description, so you can check it out for yourself, because there's lots of information on that. And I believe that not a lot of people know about this, because I only came across a few forum discussions and entries with people talking about this actually. And I know everything about Tomb Raider. I had not heard about this until a few weeks or days ago or whatever. It's crazy. This is actually a gold mine. It's on the Tomb Raider fandom wiki, so it's all in there. It's all in the description. Have fun with that. Enjoy it. And if you know anything about level editor levels, please let me know. I would love to play them. And yeah, that's it. See you next time, and happy Tomb Raider 25th anniversary celebration. Happy celebration of Tomb Raider 4. Maybe this info about the Gold Edition will brighten up your celebrations. Bye.